Alright, hello everybody, Jade Arrow here again, and today is Twig versus ACCM on Arabia. Typically all these 1v1 expert matches are on Arabia. It's the most popular map in Age of Empires by far. But to introduce them, ACCM is playing to the lower right hand side of the map as the magenta Vikings, and his opponent on the opposite side of the map, playing as the blue Vietnamese, is Twig. So this is a very interesting matchup. You normally don't see these civs on Arabia, but this could turn out to be very interesting. I'm not quite sure who would have the upper hand. I'm kind of leaning towards the Vietnamese on this matchup, just because they both have good archers. The Vikings don't have any real bonuses to their archers, but they do get fully upgraded arbalests, so they're okay. But the Rattan archer, which is the Vietnamese unique unit, has such high pierce armor. I think fully upgraded it has 10, I think? No, it doesn't have that high. Maybe it has like 8 or something like that. But it is very high pierce armor. And if ACCM were to go with archers, and Twig were to go with his Rattan archers, then that would turn out very poorly for Twig. Now, the Vikings do get fully upgraded, or maybe not fully upgraded. I don't know if they have siege engineers, but Vikings do get siege onager, and I'm just checking to see if he gets siege engineers. I don't actually know. Okay, he does get siege engineers. But oh no, he doesn't get siege onager. Wait, what am I thinking of? Okay, well I don't know which civ I was thinking of, but his onagers are okay. Obviously, not having siege onager is not the best, but if you were to go with onager to counter the Rattan archers, then Twig could go with battle elephants, and there's not a whole lot that can stop the Rattan archer battle elephant combination. It's a really hard thing to counter, and like, there's not a lot that can be done about it. So, if this gets to be, like, if we get to the Imperial Age, then ACCM is going to be at a huge disadvantage and could just get steamrolled right on over. And ACCM's not going to bother to try and block that. I'll just let Twig wear that war in peace. So I think ACCM's window of opportunity to do damage is probably in Feudal Age, maybe early Castle Age. Because the Vietnamese are very strong late game, and early game, they're okay with their archer range units have higher HP, so their archers are pretty good, and it's kind of interesting because you have the HP bonus civs right here. Vietnamese with the archer HP bonus, and the Vikings with the infantry HP bonus. And Castle Age is probably where one of these players is going to get a definite upper hand. So we'll have to see what happens up until that point. Now, it's not completely hopeless for ACCM. He could try going with Mass Berserks. Berserks are very fast, a lot faster than battle elephants, and they have decent stats and can trade fairly well with Rattan archers. If ACCM goes with like the Halberdier Berserker combination, then it could do alright against red hands and battle elephants. But we'll have to see if it even gets that far. And I don't think ACCM wants to let it even get that far, because he's going for a forward here. And I would say he's going with towers, but he's not quite on stone yet. And he might send over some vills onto stone shortly. But Twig's come out here with a drush, and he completely missed these villagers that are coming forward. ACCM going up to feudal age pretty early compared to Twig, who's just now advancing. And, like, looking at Twig's point of view, he has no idea this is coming. He's just out here with his drush, doing damage to these forage bushes. And he's probably thinking life's great right now, and this is going alright for him. But he doesn't see this forward barracks here. And you're going to probably see an archery range right now from ACCM, and there it is. And Twig does not see this. His line of sight doesn't extend past these this wood line, and he hasn't chosen to wall this up. And his scout is back at home, so he has no chance of seeing this. And he's going to put a house down right there. And now he sees these villagers and this tower, and at this point, he's gonna panic. He was completely blindsided by this, and he's just gonna panic now. He has no idea this was coming. Sees these units out, and can assume there's a forward because he hasn't seen it back at ACCM's base. So, at this point, he's just hit feudal age, and what can he do? Like, he's getting town watch now, just so he can have a chance of seeing what's over here, and he's going to put up an archery range, and ACCM's expecting this, so he's already coming out with skirms. So, Twig is in a whole lot of trouble. Blacksmith, archery range are coming down, but what can he do with that? He can try and get out some skirms of his own, and he can't go with scouts. ACCM already has spearmen mixed in. He's going to try and get out some skirms of his own, but his woodline's being harassed. His forage bushes are going to be harassed, and he's in a bit of trouble now. His drush back at ACCM's base is useless. He did end up killing one vill there, but is not doing anything now, and he's going to have to run all the way back home with that to try and defend himself. So he's caught off guard here, and ACCM's doing a lot of damage. He knows that with these civs he's going to be at a disadvantage, and he doesn't want it to get late game, so he's going to end it early. He's going to throw a tower down there because why not? And that tower is going to go up. There's really not much that Twig can do to stop it, and if he's yeah, he can see that. Town watch, increasing line of sight of your buildings, it's really useful. And I think these towers are just in range of each other, and that tower could be denied if an ACCM focuses that, but he's deciding not to, and instead going to focus down these skirms. But this tower being on the hill does get the attack bonus against ACCM's tower, so ACCM's tower is going to go down. On the plus side, he forced Twig to use stone to build that tower, and he's idling a bunch of villagers. Twig's wood count is extremely low, and all this is just messy from Twig. He's got all these idols. His lumberjacks are all clumped together, trying to chop whatever wood they can, and he's housed, and he's trying to fight this, and his drush is useless. This is just falling apart for Twig real quick, and ACCM should be really happy with his position right now. And Twig is rushing to put a house down just to try and not be housed for a second. He barely has the wood to do that. And now, I think now ACCM can just run around with the units he has, and he should be close to getting to the castle age if he just saves up his resources now. But he's got a fairly decent force of skirms here. He can really pick off whatever Twig has. And this Drush is just now coming back to try and be of any use, and really didn't accomplish a whole lot with that. So, Twig is in a lot of trouble. He's forced off his gold. His other gold's over here. He has no gold income. And he doesn't even have a market. There's nothing he can do. He has 63 gold, and he's stuck with that until he can get a market. But he has nowhere to put it! He can't put it over here. There's a tower that's about to go down, so maybe he can put it over here. He can't put it over here. The foundation won't fit. He can't put it over here because there's a tower there. And he can't put it over here because that's where ACCM's army is. So this is just all around bad for Twig. And boy, if ACCM doesn't want this to go to late game, he's playing this perfectly. Like, back at home, his economy's working. He's just now going to gold. He's finally considering even going up to the Castle Age. And ACCM's gonna back up that tower there. And just to be annoying, he can't kill any villagers there, but he can sure be annoying. And this is amazing for ACCM. This is a great game. Obviously, not if you're Twig. Twig probably thinks this is the worst game ever. But this is amazing to watch. ACCM has played to perfection. And still creating more skirms. But he's got plenty of farms back at home. He can afford that and still have a decent castle time. He's got a bunch on gold now, so he could probably be coming out with archers soon. But he knows that Twig isn't on gold, so his only option is to go with skirms. And he's just now got a stable. So Twig could go with scouts as well, mix in a few of those. ACCM can just make some spearmen. He's still got a few laying around. Well, never mind. He had a few still around. And right now, Twig's just trying to do whatever he can. He's just trying to get some form of military out in the field. Look at this. He's got 2 mills, 3 mills. He's got 3 mills. And he's not even close to the castle age yet. This is just a sign of desperation. He doesn't have room to put farms anywhere. That's how cramped he is. He's just now got onto gold, but ACCM's advanced into the castle age. And at this point, I think as soon as ACCM hits the castle age, Twig's gonna call it GG. It's like, it is not looking good at all. It's looking pretty near hopeless, actually. And I'm not one to call a game early, but this is about as over as it can be without actually being over. Now, Twig is clearing up this army here from ACCM, but Castle Age is going to come in, and then ACCM is kind of free to do whatever he would like. Go with the lead skirm, come out with knights, and just clean up this entire army and raid this entire base. Twig is finally on gold, so he has some form of gold income, but there's really nothing he can do with that. He can go up to Castle Age, which he's saving up resources to do that, but ACCM's already there, and he's probably just going to call it. Huh. Coming out with another archer range, though. So, maybe he thinks there's still a chance. ACCM's getting chain barding. He's coming out with knights. Yeah, double stable. Knights are coming out. And Twig has no way to stop this. Like, these skirms, these scouts, they're all dead. Like, with chain barding, he doesn't even need chain boarding. ACCM can just engage this whole army and clean everything up, and there's nothing Twigg can do about it. Siege Workshop coming down on this hill. He's gonna mangonel down this town center, and it's looking horrible for Twigg. He's just now started with archers, and this is what he wanted to do like 10 minutes ago. But he got forwarded, and this forward paid off. Huge dividends for ACCM. Wow. I'm trying to think of something that Twigg can do, but I really can't. He's got a whole lot of spears to defend from these knights, but it's not going to be enough. These skirms could take out the spears. Battering rams coming out. Twigg isn't even bothering with mangonels. It's like, nah, don't need them. He's so confident with his position that he's not going to worry about it. He's going to make 2 battering rams first. And normally you would see mangonels just because you can maneuver them around a little more and be a little bit safer, but ACCM doesn't care. He's in such a dominating position. All those spears got cleaned up. These archers are all going to get cleaned up. Pikemen now coming out for Twigg, but that's really not enough to save him. Battering rams coming out, heading straight for the TC. Crossbow getting cleaned up. Knights still with decent HP. Villagers going down. TC going down. And this is very much over now. Wow, this was played really well by ACCM. I'm not saying that Twigg just played horribly, there was nothing he could do, reacted poorly, but that was such a dominating play for ACCM. Like, Twigg had very little options to go with, and there wasn't much he could do. He's just now coming out with battle elephants. Maybe he can keep the town center alive, and it looks like he's going to. But the knights are still streaming forward, and ACCM can just transition into crossbow or something similar to that. But right now he's only making knights. He's 15 mils ahead. And yeah, Twigg is scrambling to get goals, trying to keep these battle elephants coming out. And he has food, he can do that. But he's got very little wood. He had to repair that town center, and that used up most of his wood. Actually, they used up all of it. So he got very little gold. And ACCM is moving back up. How many TCs is he on? 1, 2, 3, soon to be 4. He's going to be on 4 TCs. And the mangonel is going to go down. But that elephant's going to get converted. Nope, just going to delete it. Doesn't want to let ACCM get it, so he's just going to delete it. Monk's coming out now for ACCM, and I think that's just going to be the final blow. Twig's coming out to try and do a counterattack, but ACCM sees it. These units aren't going to do anything, really. They're just going to run straight into the TC. Gonna get taken out. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. No problem at all. And monks coming out, knights everywhere. Twig's just delaying the inevitable now. He's really held on, though. Yeah, I gotta give him credit for that. He just held on a lot longer than I thought he would. But I really don't see what he can do. Like, his counterattack's just gonna get cleaned up by a few knights. Now, these pikemen are obnoxious because the knights can't really get close. So he's distracting a bit. But with these monks coming out, he can just convert the pikemen. he can convert any battle elephants that come out, and it's just gonna spiral out of control. He did get a go pick though, so that's good. This alarm is getting cleaned up. He did take out a knight, and actually brought two of them down to really low health, so I guess that wasn't completely useless. But I know the town center is going to go down, and these battle elephants could just get converted by the monks that are back here. And once that TC goes down, I don't even think Twig has enough to... Okay, he does have enough stone. I don't know where he got the stone from. He had to have bought it, I guess. I don't even see where his second gold stone mine is, but it hardly matters. One conversion there. He did delete that elephant before it could be converted. Didn't get the other one. And now he's engaging with what he has. It's not going to be enough, though. He did take out a couple knights, and took out both of the traitorous elephants. But these knights over here from ACCM can storm in on this gold mine, and this army on this side is still fighting, and like the score difference is such a large amount at this point in the game, and ACCM has twice the amount of vills. So I'm surprised this game's not over already. Twig is really holding on. I'm actually really impressed. But these crossbow are all gonna get Mega nailed down. Actually converted one, and did take out a monk, and took out both of them. But he's just gonna call it GG right there. There wasn't anything he could do, really. That forward from ACCM was so good. But that was an incredible game to watch. And I really hope these guys play more. But that's going to be it for this video. And thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate every single one of you amazing people. I'll see you all in the next video.